Hey everybody, Mike here. I'm going to do a video today about a open source e-commerce application program called Zencart. I just created, or have been creating for the last 2 weeks or so, my own website, standalone website. I got a domain name, mikescollection.com, and I found this open source e-commerce program that's really pretty cool. It's very powerful. I'll give you a quick look here. Well, you can see the site here. I have some scrolling, I guess you call it a marquee there, and it's pretty standard. Click on the old Hot Wheels here and it'll open up some other categories. We'll go into diecast, and I just have a few items here that I put in just to do some testing and whatnot. I'll show you the stuff there. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm clicking and mousing with my left hand and it could get interesting. We'll put something in a cart here, add to shopping cart, then you can check out with some various different methods. I have a little blurb there letting people know if they do PayPal, it'll actually open up a PayPal app type thing, but you can pay through a credit card without having a PayPal account. So right now the site accepts money orders, cashier's check, all that good stuff. It accepts credit cards, MasterCard, credit card, and it accepts standard PayPal, which is pretty cool. I found a guy who does graphics and he made me a cool logo up top there and a neat little YouTube for reselling. Let's see if I can get my mouse on it here. For reselling tips, visit Mike's Collection. So click on that, and of course it opens up my YouTube channel. So it's pretty much operational at this point. Go back to home. It's really a pretty powerful application. It has everything you could possibly imagine. About us, site map, you can do gift certificates, discounts. It does featured products. I guess more importantly, that's kind of not really important, but you can log in, set up your own account, which is nice, so you can hit people with newsletters. It's a full-blown, shopping cart application that's really very robust, actually. So I am very, very happy with this. Again, it's called Zencart. The only knock I've heard about it in reviews and something I can confirm is that if you want to do something highly customized like I have here, you really need to do, number one, a lot of standard customization from their admin client, which I'll show you in just a second, and also, honestly, you're going to have to dig into some code. You'll have to do some JavaScript customization and PHP customization. You should probably know HTML. I'm a guy, I've been doing this, I've been doing application development for about 15 years or so, mainly Domino. I've gotten into Java for the last probably 3 months or so is what I've been doing now, and all that just to say I'm an IT guy and I've been doing it for a while, and even for me, really digging in and trying to customize this, I was like, wow, you really need to do some digging. However, you do not need to do this level of customization. You can just do straight out of the box Zencart and really not do a whole lot from the look and feel perspective. And you could always make a phone call and find some guy who does graphics like I did. Fortunately, it was a friend of a friend. I got a great deal on the graphics, and change some graphics and do some kind of light lifting and not have to worry about digging into the guts. Basically, what you're going to need to do is, what am I doing here? Well, yeah, anyway, so here's an example of some of the PHP code right here, and this is the type of stuff you'll be digging in to do some serious customization. And again, you don't really need to do that, but what you're going to wind up doing is getting an account with, say, GoDaddy. I happen to go through that because I know a couple guys who use it and they're happy with it. And you're going to set up your domain, get your GoDaddy account for web hosting, and then download Zencart and install it. And fortunately, when you do it with GoDaddy, that's all done automatically for you when you pull down that Zencart application. It runs on a Linux platform server-wise, and like I said, is basically a PHP app. and you're done at that point. You know, you'll have your store sitting there, and then it's up to you to do whatever customization you want to do. And before I forget, I would recommend getting the book. I should have brought that down. I don't have it with me, but yeah, it's probably where they make their money. It's open source, it's free. However, the book, I believe I paid $50 for it, and let me tell you, it was a great buy. And I think it's cheaper, like $39 if you get the e-version of it. But I would highly suggest, if you're going to do Zencart, spend the $50 on the book. You know, you're not going to necessarily find anything in the book that you can't find online. However, with the book, it's really convenient and really efficient, because you can simply open up page 1 and just go through the book, and by the time you get through the book, you'll have your website set up, instead of going out to the internet or even to Zencart's website and hunting around for you know, the topics you need, and trying to figure out how to get started and what to do first and all that good stuff. So buy the book if you wind up doing this. And so you saw the website. Here's an example of some PHP code sitting on the Linux server, and here is the client itself, admin client. And I tell you, it's overwhelming at first. That's another reason to get that book, because it steps you through all the ways you can customize your shopping cart, or well, not shopping cart, your website, and it does it in a very concise and logical manner. Whereas just jumping into this website and admin console, you'll be a little overwhelmed. I'm looking at this, make sure there's nothing sensitive. I just have a couple test users set up there. I'm not sure what to show you here, but this is where you do all your customization. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Let me pause this real quick. I need to log in. Okay, guys. I'm back. I just had to log in there. For example, you go into your catalogs here, and there's the categories I have, and you just simply drill down into a category. You create all the categories and subcategories you want. Drill into pins here and add new product. Add your product and you're done. It's pretty slick. Of course, there's various things you need to set up. For example, they have modules here. Obviously, the two biggest pains for me were, number one, the payment module, figuring out how I was going to do credit card transactions and do all that. And I found basically 3 places: First Data, Link Point, UPay. I'm not sure about that, but what I decided to do is just go with my regular PayPal account right now. I upgraded to a Pro Merchant, I think it is, and they allow you the express checkout with the credit card transactions, and it's pretty slick. You know, the whichever modules here, as you can see in the green and red, whatever modules that you enable will be the modules that are available to the person. So when they're checking out, they can select which checkout method they would like to do, if it's going to be a money order, regular PayPal, or a credit card transaction, and that's all based on what you select here. Another module that's really, honestly, pretty darn convoluted is the shipping module. Boy, there's bunches of different ways you can figure out shipping here, and the easiest way, most logical to me, was using the zone rates, and basically that is you set up per state, set up zones, and I just did the whole U.S. as one zone, and then I based all the shipping on weight. So if you have you know, a pin that weighs, let's just say 6 ounces, you know, the total package you figure, and they order 5 of them, it's just going to calculate and say, okay, there's 30 ounces and that equals X amount of pounds, and we'll base the shipping on that. And you set up your own tables to figure out how much you're going to charge for each amount of weight that these person have in their shopping cart. So I have US and Canada set up, and I do not have actually I do have international set up, but I'm charging pretty exorbitant shipping fees because I don't really want to mess with that right now. Which is kind of funny, assuming I actually get any orders through this thing. But yeah, that's nothing real in depth here. I just wanted to give you guys a really quick look at my website here. Again, it's mikescollection.com, and let everybody out there who's interested in doing their own website standalone, separate from anywhere else, especially eBay, look into Zencart. It's really powerful. It takes some customization. I mean, you're going to spend some time working on this, but it is free and it's powerful and it works. So that's it. Now maybe that I'm finally got this set up, I'll add some decent inventory into it and get around to actually listing some more things on eBay. It's just taking a lot of my time here, but I hope everybody is having a good evening, morning, lunch, whenever you happen to be watching, and please rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Take care.